Welcome back to Over 55, and I'd like to welcome Sandy Ross with the Homepreneur Network. Sandy, welcome.
Thank you, Ron.
Maybe you can tell us what Homepreneur is.
Sure. I'm an example of one. A homepreneur is an entrepreneur who works from a home base, and that can be very isolating. So about 1 year into it, some 17 years ago, I thought I would form another network of like-minded people, and I'm very pleased I did that. I've met 700 other proprietors since then.
Wow, so you decided that as a career change that you would start up an organization called Homepreneurs, which is, I love the phrase, it's a catchy, great name.
Thanks.
And get all these individuals who would like to work from their home in a variety of different jobs.
Yes,
And
indeed.
what kind of jobs do they offer?
Typically people in service sector, consultants for want of a better word. I myself am a communication consultant with Wordsworth, and I had been doing that for about a year, and as I said, I was feeling isolated. So service providers, typically, things that don't require inventory is great because you're going to be home-based, so that sort of thing.
Okay, demographics, ages, amount of homepreneurs within London or Canada?
Yeah, I can help you with that, and it's been shifting. Total in Canada, there's 2.7 million self-employed. When I started in the early 90s, there was, you might remember the .com, there was a lot of technology. The young entrepreneur was a large demographic then. Then came the bust, the .com bust. Now we're seeing that the fastest growing segment is the seniorpreneur. The person who is over 55, they're 30% of all self-employed, and if you add the 45s and up, that's 60% of all self-employed people in Canada.
Wow, that's amazing. Now, I know I guess maybe you can tell us some of the strengths of being a seniorpreneur or a homepreneur, just the strengths of that, because I know it's a challenge to be at home.
It is, and I can speak specifically to people who are seniorpreneurs, because I think once we've come this far in our life, when you're the midlife me incorporated, you have a terrific network. So I can't tell you the amazing people I've met over the years. And 30 years in, you're going to have a strong network. That's a real plus for entrepreneurship. You're probably going to know your own pacing a little bit better. You're going to know your body rhythms. Home base allows you to go with that and work when you're the most productive. And then I think, lastly, quite frankly, is yes, we know what clients we want to attract, but we also know what isn't the best fit for us. And I think that's important too, to know what our deal breakers are. And senior folks know that.
Okay, now your homepreneurs connect with other homepreneurs within the network, within your own system. So if I have a specific skill set that I could use and maybe I needed some help, I could go into your network and say, geez, I need some help with some of my work.
Oh, we love that. And I call them referrals. They're preferred referrals. Okay. And I invite people, it's free, I invite people to let me know. And people do call on me to sort of say they've recognized now that I'm sort of the hub of the homepreneur. I hope I've earned the right to that. And I absolutely hook them up. They just say, I need this, and I say, here are 5 entrepreneurs that do that. And I also welcome people who want to be listed in that database so that I can make sure that I share their name. And I call it word of mouth. Okay, and saying word of mouth, which to me is a great segue into this next one, is that word of mouth. I think that's just the greatest phrase because, you know, it connects with the working out of your home. So it's not word of mouth anymore because nobody's there to listen to you, basically, your voice. But the word of mouth is powerful. And thank you.
Working out of home, like I said, is a challenge because I did it at one time, and I never left the desk, which was a bad thing. So like you said, you have to learn to pace yourself.
You do.
And I guess keeping connected with other people. Now, do you have meetings, regular meetings at all?
We have had, they're on hold. We had them for over 15 years. And now I'm shifting focus, and I'm hoping that the Autumn Years Entrepreneur will be a program. I mean, I've got some program there. But that it'll develop into the kind of network that I led for all those 15 years for homepreneurs.
So you're coming up with more pre-preneur words. I mean, you got a new dictionary. Yeah, you got a new dictionary. And I think this is great for people because some people have a skill set that maybe they didn't use at where they worked, and as they look maybe towards retirement, or not even retirement, it takes a lot of guts to get up and do something like that because it's not easy. And you're letting them do that. You're networking with them. They're probably giving them a lot of confidence building to be able to do that. You share experiences with them?
Yes, absolutely. And another thing that happens, I think, is sometimes it's them helping them get their own head around articulating, who am I now? What am I now? What's my new title? what's my me incorporated going to sound like? So the communicator side of me can help them with that message as they start to move forward in the world.
Okay, now, it was great talking with you. How could people get in touch with you, Sandy?
Thanks very much. I have a website, and I invite email or phone call. My website is www.sandyross.ca, and there's a Homepreneur portal there and areas about this Autumn Years Entrepreneur.
Well, thank you for coming to our show. We much appreciated it.
Thank you for the invitation.
Coming up next, we visit the Seniors Gathering Place and talk with Jean Knight of the Seniors Community Association.